Welcome to another AriasWave update. So in this video, I'm just going to talk about the long-term price pattern of oil. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I've had a few videos put out before where I have attempted to understand the pattern. And since then, I've basically come a long way in understanding the bigger picture, right? So we had a wave one that ended in 2008. And we've had a complete correction which ended in 2020, right? So the pattern is basically just an A, B, C, D, E pattern. Now, the only thing that stands as odd is the small D wave, right? And that's fine. There is no rule to say that all the waves need to be the same length, right? Now, if you study AriasWave, which is the methodology I developed over 6-7 years and put into practice starting last year in terms of trying to basically show you how it works and also bring on members. It's just basically a way of understanding the waves that occur in a particular manner which repeat over and over again, but you need to understand the qualities and the characteristics of each wave. Okay, now in this case we're looking at a wave one which ended in 2008. We had an A, B, C, D, E pattern, right? So just in case you're a little bit weary of, what this pattern is here. Well, number one, you have a 5-wave move that happened here. Okay, so this 5-wave move here is not part of this 5-wave move, which means 3-wave move here, perfect. It's a D. Okay, now since then we've had this 5-wave move up. Okay, now this is the important part where you really need to pay attention. Okay, so since then we've had basically a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. Now we are in a big, strong uptrend here. Okay, so basically this is a very short, small correction, and the reason behind that is because we're in the midst of seeing a really large wave 3 pattern move up to the upside, right? So minimum expectation is at least back down to the 4th wave of the previous move, right? So in other words, what I'm trying to say is that this here is a wave 1. Okay, now you can call it wave I because more than likely this is going to be part of a larger move. Now, in saying that, that means that wave 2 ended basically right here. So I'm just going to change this quickly just for illustration purposes. This is a wave 2. Okay. Now, let's just zoom in a little bit closer to this move here. So we have a wave A, which is about here. We had a B, a C, a D, and an E. Okay. Now, this is where in my previous market update, I said this is the sweet spot. Okay. This right here, right? I'll mark it out just so you understand. This here is a sweet spot. Okay. So what does that mean? Well, once you get to E wave and you break above it, that means that you can now use this area to go long. So the red line here is $74, and we had the break above the magenta line, which is about $79, $80 roughly. Okay, so this is a complete correction, right? Even though it's so shallow, I'm not going to judge the shallowness, right? Now, whenever you get a shallow correction, it just means we have a strong uptrend, okay? So aside from that, like if we look a little bit closer here now, okay, this is the start of a new trend. So we have a wave 1, okay? So this here is wave 1. This is the move that broke above the magenta line. So immediately you have to assume that price action cannot go below the red line, and it won't, okay? Because this is a strong uptrend and it's a wave 3. Okay, it's the beginning of a major move up in commodities. In this case, it's oil. Now, we are going to see a very similar move up in gold soon, but oil seems to be the one that seems to be leading the charge in this particular case. Now, if you want to get even closer to that, so basically, once we've seen wave one, we've seen an A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so if you want to go even more crazy and even more, uh, shorter stop type thing, well, it's all fractal patterns. So once we break, so let me just put a magenta line here. Once we break this area, this becomes your new stop. Okay, so then you can lower your risk because you're going deeper into a smaller fractal pattern. Okay, now this is the beauty of AriasWave. This is a proven method, something I teach, something I have, like I have members. We have a secret Facebook group. We talk about this stuff. Now, mainly the group is based upon cryptos, but to me, when I see an opportunity, I like to show people so they can understand exactly what they're getting into. Now, if you go to a 5-minute chart, it's quite easy to see that we're about to break up above that magenta line. So then again, your stop could even be smaller and you can put on a larger position, okay, and reduce your risk, okay. So you'll notice that this move went down back to the previous magenta line, which was basically a break to confirm that we are in wave 3. And now you can see that there was a very strong bounce, which happened actually basically in the last few minutes, right? Literally, like maybe like less than an hour ago. You can see that this is impulsive. Okay, now this is a very good indication that this is wave 3 price action. Now, once we break that line, you could easily just move your stop here, increase your position, and just wait. Now, this is an indication that we're going to see a lot of inflation. Some may call it hyperinflation, and it's also just a good trading opportunity. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that to your attention. AriasWave has a very specific set of corrective patterns that occur in a particular way that allow you to really gauge where you should put your stop and what is the confirmation point to your entry. Okay, so in this particular case, if you want to go long, it's actually a good opportunity. Now, we are in the midst of, like I said before, hyperinflation is on the way. So you can expect higher prices due to, you could say, a very steep increase in the money supply across the board, okay, due to certain events that have happened in the world and certain stimuluses that need to be incorporated into the economy in order to keep it alive. And this is by design. This is actually a natural cause of human psychology, human behavior, and all of the above. Now, if you're into that sort of thing, you might be interested in learning AriasWave because it gives you the ability to understand these patterns, have the confidence to execute trades with minimal risk, and also just follow and be a part of a community that understands this pattern and can help you achieve your goals in terms of making profits. So I just thought I'd throw this one in there, even though I haven't released my market update yet. That's coming tomorrow night, simply because I like to wait for certain patterns to occur in order for me to do that, because I believe that there's a certain time where markets produce the kind of pattern where it's actually worth reporting on. Okay. So sometimes it's a Monday, sometimes it's a Tuesday, sometimes it's a Wednesday, even Fridays. Okay. So just bear in mind, this is something that you should be aware of, and you should probably see prices go far beyond all-time highs. in oil, and there's a few more coming. So hopefully you found this video interesting and informative, and I look forward to getting any questions, comments, and visit my website. All the details are on my profile, and I'll talk to you soon.